כל השנה הלכות בכל יום מובטח לו שהוא בן העולם הבא. בעזרת השם, זאת מצוות today, הספנסר דפוע שלמה לכל חולי עמו ישראל, בכלל מחיה בת לאה, ליאור בן אהובה, יוסף בן מרים, משה בן לידיה. The name you had yesterday? רפואה שלמה? יפה בת. משה הכהן, יוסף בן יהוד? יהוד בן יוסף, רפואה שלמה לכל עמו ישראל. אוקיי. בתיה בת טובה. Mitzvah today is going to be mitzvah number 423. Mitzvah of tefillah, praying to Hashem Almighty. As it says, La'abod Hashem, you must serve God. As it says in the chapter 10 in Dvarim, 20 pasuk. Ve'oto ta'avod, you must serve Him. V'nichpela zot mitzvah kama pamim. The Torah is actually repeating this mitzvah a few times, as it says also in Shemot 23rd chapter, 25th pasuk. Va'avadotem et Hashem Elokechem. You must serve your God Hashem. In another place it says in Devarim 13th chapter pasuk hey ve'oto ta'avodu, in Him you shall serve. And there's another place in the Torah u'lovdo b'chol levavchem in Kriyat Shema that we say over there in chapter Devarim chapter 11 pasuk 13 it says that you shall serve Him with all your hearts. The Katav Rambam Zal, and Rambam explains in Sefer HaMitzvot, אף על פי שמצווה זו היא מהמצוות הכלולות, כלומר שכוללות כל התורה, כי עבודת האל הכלולות כל המצוות. We know that this mitzvah actually is encompassing, that has everything that is in the Torah, meaning that learning Torah is also serving God. יש בזו כמו כן פרט. However, even though that it's in general, this mitzvah is very general, that it includes serving God by doing mitzvot and doing other doing learning of the mitzvah. Of this, there is a specific connotation for this mitzvah, and here it goes. V'hu she'itzavenu hakel litpalel elav. There is according to Rambam, this mitzvah specifically tells us that there is a concept of praying to Hashem. Kamo she'amur b'sifri, as it says over there, Piska in the Sifri, that that you should serve Him with all your hearts. So there's the whole discussion. What is serving God with your heart? Zot tefillah, it means prayer. And it says over there in the teachings of Rabbi Eliezer, the son of Rabbi Yossi Aglili, minayin leikar tefillah betoch mitzvot. Where do you know that? How do you know the Torah is actually commanding us to go and pray? Miyacha, it's from this mitzvah number 433. Et Hashem Elokecha tira ve'oto ta'avod. It says over there that your God you shall fear, and Him you shall serve. Mishosha mitzvah, the foundation of this mitzvah, מה שהקדמתי בהרבה פעמים כי הטובות והברכות יכולו על בני אדם כפי פעולותיו פעולתם וטוב לבבכם וכושר מחשבותם. As I already says, the Rabbi says, the Hindu says, I already explained many times that everything in that person gets in this world, all the goodness and all the brachot, is according to his deeds and the good of his heart. ואדון הכל שברם חפץ בטובתם והדרכם והסדרכם במצוותיו היקרות שיזכו בהן. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the Creator, the on high, who is loving and caring, and He only desires what's good for us, He has commanded us in His mitzvot that are precious to Him. והודיעם גם כן ופתח להם פתח באשר ישיגו כל משאלותיהם לטוב. And he gave us a formula how to accomplish the good, right? But how? Through asking. והוא שיבקשו ממנו ברוך הוא אשר בידו הסתפקות ויכולת כל העשרונות. And this means that the person should be asking specifically from the one who has the ability to provide all your necessities. כי הוא יענה את השמיים וכל אשר יקראו באמת. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu is the one who will answer all those who are calling unto Him, but with really, truly. Right? That's kedai to say the story. You know that the famous king that was that he tshuva Baruch Hashem, Menashe HaMelech, right? As we know that everything in this world, it's all fake. Everything. No matter how, let's say you're watching a movie from, I don't know what, the Christians, right? If you watch that, it's so, first of all, it's dangerous. Not allowed to watch all those things. But let's say you're sitting in the doctor's office and they give you a commercial for 1 minute about some crazy movie that they created. What is it called? The movie that was called Christ. Remember that movie? Everybody was, oh. Everybody, why? Because they lured everybody in. What happened? No rabbi should ever talk about this. Not Kanye West and not Shmanya West, and not about this movie. It's not Mr. What's his name? The guy who made that movie. Yeah. Don't the problem is we are attacking them.
Huge anti-Semite.
Yeah, to me it doesn't mean anything. I don't even say why, because you open your mouth, you give him justification. It's all fake anyway. So what do? This Rashaim, they lure you in. They make you a trailer, right? The commercial. What is a commercial? Oh, so generous, so gentle. It's so good. And yeah, right? They're gonna show you in the movie that actually that you pray to the things that they answer you. Oh, you see, he prayed and he got answered. Oh, fake, and nothing is true. It's all fake. They don't answer. The stones and rocks and bones and all those things. You listen to the guy. You see, he prayed for it and it worked. And most of the movies are designed like that. They have some kind of meaning. Chas v'shalom. And not just movies. This was the way it was. Rabbi Akiva himself said. Rabbi Akiva came to Alexandria, the Mitzrayim. He came to Egypt, and out of this world, he didn't believe it. What happened? There was the Avodah Zarah. There was a young girl. All of a sudden, he sees in the street, right? He sees in the street a young girl going, and she started to sing like a peaceful melody, because not really meaning anything, just like nice melody. As she's singing, all of a sudden, within the 2-3 minutes, he sees a crowd forming. Within a few minutes, he had 1,000 people already following her, and all of a sudden, he sees all the people that live there that he showed in the shul. That he showed them in the shul on Shabbat. All of a sudden, they're following this crowd. They were lured into. Why? Because at first, the Avodah Zarah people, when they make a song, what do they sing about? They sing, look at this palm tree. The palm tree is so nice. It comes with the dates, and the dates are such a luscious and so delicious. And they have Moshech heart. They start talking things that are emet. That's how Avodah Zarah is lured into. People don't understand that. That they lure you in with truth. First, they start talking the truth. And then in the end, there's a punchline. What's the punchline? You know who did the palm tree? The god of pomegranate. I don't know. The god of moon. Mishigas. Some craziness. Right away, they're talking crazy. You don't even know how you lured into it. So that's why the Chachamim tell us, stay away from it. They are not truth. Hashem is the one who is responsible for everything. ובלבד ההודעה להם בזאת עמדת סיום שמשתמשו בהם ויבקשו ממנו תמיד כל צורכיהם וכל חפצת ליבם. You think this is for nothing? In this generation especially, look at this, Baruch Hashem B'li Ayin Hara. Not because I only the one that also preach pamphlets, but there's pamphlets galore. Pamphlets galore. What is the pamphlets galore? You have anywhere you like a prayer for this, prayer for that, prayer for this. So many different prayers that people printing. Why? It's a very important thing. I know a guy standing in Brooklyn, on Avenue L over there, right off Coney Island. Ben's Judaica something? Ben's Judaica. So you come to buy some Sfarim, and he has like a whole stand of different pamphlets. You come in, you pick up anyone you want. Tefillah Todah, Tefillah Korban, any Korban, any Tefillah you want. There is, he has it. Baruch Hashem. So many shuls have it also. They have stands for Tefillot. You think so? He says, why? What's the purpose of this? Very simple. In my pamphlets, I tell people constantly don't stop asking. Ask. That's what Hashem wants. He wants non-stop asking. ומלבד השגת חפצי ליבנו, יש לנו לזכות בדבר, בהתעורר רוחנו וקרבנו כל מחשבתנו, כי הוא האדון הטוב והמיטיב לנו. Besides, as an additional benefit of constantly relying on Hashem and asking Him, What are you doing? You're actually designating Hashem as the king. You're constantly putting in your heart, just by asking, the secondary, in the back of your mind, it's registered strongly with the great engraving in your mind that Hashem is the one who is doing everything in this world, and not some getchka or chas v'shalom, something just because other people are telling us. And Hashem is constantly observing everything that we are doing in this world, and He is constantly watching us, and He is supporting us or guiding us and making sure that we are what's his name, that we have all the needs that we do. ובכל עת ובכל רגע ישמע זעקתנו אליו לא ינום ולא יישן שומר ישראל. And constantly we have to know that Hashem is constantly paying attention to us, and He will never forsake us. And we trust in His kingdom. And we know for a fact that Hashem could do anything without any thought even that maybe He's unable to perform that. Anything that Hashem wants, there's nobody blocking Him. People don't understand that. I don't understand. Rabbi, I davened Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur. What do I need to daven anymore? You told me, right? You told me from Rosh Hashanah till next Rosh Hashanah, everything is designated for me. Everything is already given to me. Everything is already so for destined to me. You see that word destiny. Oh, I'm destined, right? You're right. It's true that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is all giving and everything. But Adam HaRishon was held back. What happened? All of a sudden, Adam HaRishon sees everything. He comes to pick up something. He sees a fruit from a tree, but he couldn't touch it. It was not tangible. So Hashem hinted to him, "Hello, Habibi, you have to ask for it." So what did he ask for? Rain. He asked him for rain. Right, all of a sudden, everything started sprouting, and everything became tangible. It was like a 3D picture in the beginning. This whole world was like a 3D picture. Everything is here. So we could assume maybe the same way. From Rosh Hashanah to Rosh Hashanah, you have what? A 3D picture. Hashem gave you a bracha. Here's your 3D picture. I can take it. You can take it. Ask for it. Ask for it. It will be given to you. It's right there. All there is. And it's, again, the sincerity, the emunah, the belief and trust in Hashem. It's what gets us around. Well, there's a lot of intricacies over here, but the question is now, what happens if a person who doesn't pray at all the whole day? Now, what is tefillah? How far distance? All the chachamim, we have different, the sidurim, we have all the different ways of describing how to fulfill this mitzvah. The rabbi says here now, what happened was the whole day. A person woke up in the morning, he went to sleep, he did not mention once, Hashem, give me something. What happens? Bitera says, according to Rambam, this person has will not fulfill the mitzvah 433. ומי שצר לו ולא קרא אל השם להושיעו, and chas v'shalom, right? Chas v'shalom, a person who was in suffering and he didn't ask Hashem for his saving, Bitera says, Ramban. He is actually, well, according to Ramban, if he didn't ask Hashem to save him, he transgressed this avira. So again, according to Rambam says, even if you didn't ask for bread, you didn't ask for anything, you did avira. According to Ramban, no. It's only if a person is in a mode of distress and he didn't ask Hashem's help, only then he's over this avira. That's the machloket. And the punishment for this individual who is telling to Hashem, I really don't need your help, that's a very grave punishment for such a person who denies, he's saying like Kiviyachol, there is no the boss. And now, what did I want to say about the King Menashe? Just quickly to interject. King Menashe also, when he was captured, what did he say? He started praying to all the deities, all the other stuff. And then in the end, what happened? And nothing happened. All of a sudden, he says, you know what? Let me dive into Hashem. Oh, let me dive into Hashem. His prayer was the worst prayer in the world. What was the prayer? This is the most despicable prayer in the world. A person should never daven like this. What did he say? Unfortunately, he said, Hashem, if you're there, answer me. If you're not, don't answer me. Hashem, we should be so, even to hear, to repeat such words. It's the most displeasing thing for a person to do. And let alone to think such a thing. Hashem, you're really not there, you don't love me. Chas v'shalom. But
he got answered.
He got answered because of Zchut Avod. But really, this is not the way to do it. All right? It was the most despicable, and because there was Kiddush Hashem going to come out of it. But anyway, he got answered not because of his, but still the prayer was there, and it's already somewhat. But it's the worst prayer kind, and don't even think about it. Mitzvah 434. Mitzvah Habara ve'adbika im chachamei HaTorah. There's obligation to go and cling to rabbis. Shenitztavinu litchaberu litabek im chachamei HaTorah. We are obligated to go and come cling and to be close to the sages, teachers of Torah. כדי שנלמוד עמהם מצוותיה הנכבדות ויורנו הדעת האמיתיות, in order to know, to learn the Torah, the truth of the Torah, and they should guide us the path of the truth. B'shehem mikubalim mahem. Because why? Because of the Chachamim who are accepting it from their Rabbi, and their Rebbe from their Rebbe, and it goes all the way to Moshe Rabbeinu, and it goes, who taught Moshe Rabbeinu Torah? Obviously, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So too, that when we are clinging to the Rabbi, in reality, you're clinging to the source. ועל זה נאמר, and it says in chapter 10, in Dvarim, pasuk 20, ובו תדבק, you must cling to him. ונכפה לציווי במקום אחר. And this mitzvah is commanded in another place. As it says in chapter 11, pasuk 22, over there in Sefer Dvarim, ולדבקה בו, and you shall cling to him. ואמרו זיכרונם לברכה, and our sages told us over there in מסכת הכתובות, page 111, second side, וכי אפשר לו לאדם להידבק בשכינה? How is it possible, physical attribution of a human being to cling to something that is spiritual? How is that possible? והכתיב, and also it says over there in Dvarim, 4th chapter, 24 pasuk, כי השם אלוקיך אש אוכלהו. Hashem is a fire that consumes. So how can you consume? How do you clean yourself? That's something that's consumable, consumes. הוא אלא הדבק לתלמידי חכמים ותלמידיהם כאילו נדבק בו ברוך הוא. Or rather, a person who is clinging to the rabbi or the students, it's like he is clinging to Hashem himself. ומזה למדו זיכרונם לברכה, and our sages taught from here, לומר שכל הנושא בת תלמיד חכם ומשיא ביתו לתלמיד חכם. From here the rabbis teach us that anyone who gets married to the daughter of a Talmid Chacham, or he marries of his daughters to somebody who's studying Torah constantly, and goes and supports this Talmid Chacham from his possessions, it's as if a person clinging to God himself. And again, our Torah sage, the sages Torahs in the book Sifri, Uldavka bo, where it says you shall cling to him, limod divrei agada. Go and learn in the Gemara, shemitoch kach ata makir mi she'amar ve'haya ha'olam. Agada is in the Gemara we have sometimes analogies or parables in the Agada, or stories people call it. In reality, this is the way that Hashem created the world. There's a lot of hidden secret learning when you see a story here. A story, Rabbi Akiva went to Alexandria Mitzrayim. What I just told you is a little general overlook. But anytime that the Gemara brings you a story, it's actually in reality the hidden secrets underneath that actually contain this whole world, the secrets of this world. We don't understand them, so we just read a story. A young girl went and walked, but in reality, there's a whole. But again, you only get that while you're learning. Shoresh mitzvah niglahu k'dei shenilmod l'da'at darkei Hashem. Everybody understands the purpose of this mitzvah is because in order for us to understand the way Hashem works. V'dinei mitzvah kvar zacharti k'tzad. We already told you what's the purpose of how to fulfill this mitzvah. Right? V'noheg mitzvah zot b'chol makom b'chol zman. This mitzvah is constant. Bezacharim, obviously only by males. Not talking about women. The women have no right to go around and like give you a whole. The Gaman what mitzvah is a mitzvah. Yeah, it is. Women do have a mitzvah to go and listen from the rabbis and learn from the rabbis. So again, they're constantly calling the rabbis and everything. But we have to be very careful. Obviously, Some people are very freely, they talk to women, chas v'shalom, talking face to face. Never such a thing happened. Never should happen. A woman meets a rabbi or something on the street, he looks down, he looks to the side. My wife, once she comes home, Magara. Well, she's upset. What happened? She came to the store to buy a cell phone, and there was a Jew. He didn't even look at her. I said, Baruch Hashem, what you want her to look at you? Yeah, but it's rude. It's rude. A man should not be looking at the face of a woman. What do you want me to do? Has v'shalom. It should not be looking at any part of a woman. There's no reason to be looking at any part of the woman. You talk to her, put your head down, tell her what you need, lady, I'll take care of it. Bye-bye. You have no choice. You need for nasa. You have to deal. Chas v'shalom. Le'olam yidmad adam, the person should never teach his son a business of dealing with women. Chas v'shalom. It is the worst business in the world. Selling perfumes to women or selling items to women. That's the worst business in the world. Where are you going to learn that? From rabbis. You go to a rabbi, a real rabbi is going to teach you how to do business. What's the right way to do the business? Stay away, how to perform. You have to go. You're going to a customer. Let's say right here, Raphael is sitting here. He's going to a customer. The customer needs a kitchen. Who's going to deal with? Obviously, a kitchen is going to be dealing with women all the time. What do? You don't look to them in their faces. Yes, we got to do like this. We'll take care of it that way. Yeah, the Torah is telling us, that's it. בעזרת השם ובהצלחה. ועובר הזה ואינו מתחבר עמהם וקובע בליבו אהבתם ומשתדל בטובה ובתועלתם בעתים שיש סיפק בידו לעשות. זה ואינו מתחבר עמהם וקובע בליבו. So now, if a person goes ahead and does not cling to the Rabbanim, right? And he doesn't do everything in his life. All his life, a person's life should be surrounding how to be everything. All the schedule should be how do I get more close to the Chacham and to learn more from him. And if he doesn't do that, Mitzvah says a person is not fulfilling mitzvah number 424. ועונשו גדול, his punishment is great. כי הם קיום התורה ויסוד חזק לתשועת הנפשות. For this is the main reason how to person who will oblige and fulfill the Torah properly. And that makes him the strength of for his soul. שכל הרגיל עמהם לא במהרה הוא חוטא. A person who is constantly amongst the rabbis, who clings to the rabbis, who is constantly has rabbis on his mind, that will prevent him from doing sin. The Amelech Shlomo Amar, and the King Shlomo said in Mishlei chapter 13, pasuk 20, Olech et chachamim yachkem. Anyone who spreads, who is murmuring around the rabbis, he will become smart, wiser. And our sages also in Pirkei Avot chapter 1 and Mishnah Dalet say, and the rabbis told us that you should be glued to the dust of their feet. Ramban Zal explains, כתב, כי עיקר מצווה זו היא להשבה בשמו ברוך הוא לקיים מצווה. Ramban argues with Rambam and says, no, this mitzvah is telling us that you should swear in Hashem's name to fulfill the mitzvot. והראיה ממה שאמרו בתמורה, he agrees, proof בנאי שנשבעים לקיים המצווה. How do you know you're allowed to swear to fulfill the mitzvah? שנאמר, it says in תהילים, נשבעתי ויקיימה. It says in Tehillim chapter 119, pasuk 106, I swore and I will keep. Lishbor mishbatei tzedkecha, to fulfill your commandments. והשיב שם, ההוא מובא תדבק נפקה כמו שבא לשם. So Ramban explains that this pasuk means that you're allowed to swear in Hashem's name to fulfill the mitzvot. However, Rambam argues and says, no, this is talking about clinging to Hashem. And the only way you're able to cling to Hashem is by what? By clinging to the rabbis and his students. Have a wonderful day.